You can try this anywhere. Talk to yourself. Say anything. Start with small lines. I like, pause. I like music. Add more. In the morning, I like music. Keep going. You do not need to use big words. You only have to open your mouth, move your mind. Let the words trickle in, one by one. I also recorded myself. I said short phrases. Then I listened. Each time, I got a little bit better. I didn't get off track after one mistake. I just tried again. Sometimes, I used a timer. I allowed myself 30 seconds to speak about a single topic. I didn't plan. I just spoke. I used the words I knew. And each time, I was a little less nervous. Your aim is not to learn it 100%. Your target is how English feels. Forget the touch for now. Your objective is to keep the conversation flowing, even if it's slow, even if it's simple. You can say, I don't know the word. Let me think. Those are genuine English expressions. Use them. They buy you time. They keep you in the know. Remember, talk first, then think, then talk again. It's this loop that trains your brain to remain addicted. It keeps you speaking. It stops the silence. It gives you rhythm. And soon enough, you will notice. You're going to start talking more. You're thinking less. And your sentences are welling up, spooling out. In the next chapter, we will talk about something that worries many students: errors. But I'm going to show you the truth. Mistakes are not your enemy. They are your best teacher. And when you do change how you feel about them, your English will progress faster than ever before. Chapter 7. Mistakes are tools, not failures. I used to be terrible at making errors. Every time I made one, I felt like a little tiny person. I felt like I failed. I wanted to hide. I wanted to be invisible. I was like, if I trip, people are going to laugh. They will think I'm stupid. They'll offer me the correction in an impolite manner. So I stopped speaking. I stayed quiet. I waited until I was speaking perfectly, but that day never came. It only got more and more difficult the longer I waited. I was stuck. But then something happened. I was talking to a friend. I said a sentence. I said it wrong. I used the wrong verb. I saw her smile. Not even in a bad way. In a nice way. She corrected me gently. She said, "It's okay. You're learning. Try again." I did. And I said it right. That tiny instant altered everything. There was one huge truth I realized. When you make mistakes, it doesn't mean you're finished. They are the beginning. You can't learn how to speak English without speaking it wrong. It's not possible. When an infant learns to walk, it falls again and again. It's not like anyone says, "You are a bad walker." We smile, we clap, we cheer, we say, "Try again." So why do we beat ourselves up when we speak English? Why is it that we believe if we mess up once, we suck at it? Mistakes are not failures. They are signs of progress. They reveal that you're making an effort, that you are brave, that you are up to something new. Every time you are wrong, it is telling your brain, "This part, I need to learn this part better." And the brain listens. It fixes it next time. It becomes stronger. I remember writing, "I go to school. Someone laughed. I felt sad, but I found out later it should be. I went to school. That error ensured that I always knew the right word. Had I never missed it, I may never have realized it. That mistake was my teacher. That was an error that led me to progress. If you would like to train your brain to speak English fluently, you have to accept mistakes. You must welcome them. Smile when you make them. Learn from them. Speak again. That is how fluency is built, not by being perfect, but by being fearless. I began to act differently. I made a mistake notebook. When I messed up, I wrote it in my notes. I wrote the wrong sentence. Then I wrote the right one. I reviewed it every week. And guess what happened? I quit repeating those same mistakes. I made new ones, but not the old ones. That's called learning. Speak even if you're not sure of what you're saying. Talk even when you are nervous. Say the wrong word. Use the wrong tense. It doesn't matter, because the more you talk, the better you get. You don't need perfect English to talk. You need courage. You need honesty. You need action. Those who can learn quickly are not the smartest. They're the ones who try hardest. They make the most mistakes. They laugh at themselves. They grow. You can be that person too. So don't hide from mistakes. Don't run from them. Run toward them. Every mistake I make is a step forward. You tell yourself. You say, mistakes are my friends. Because they are. We will go further into your heart from here. I'll demonstrate how talking about your actual feelings, not the canned lines you hear, can transform how you speak. When you are speaking from your heart, your words arrive more quickly, more naturally, more powerfully. Let's unlock that next. Chapter 8. Emotional Practice. Speak what you feel. When I began speaking English, I learned what most lines do. Hello, how are you? My name is Alex. These were easy. I practiced them many times. But after that, I was at a loss for words. I didn't know how to put into words what I was really feeling. I wanted to say, I am nervous today. I am happy because I have passed my exam. But sentences like those, they didn't come out. I was stuck again, not because I couldn't find words, but the problem is, I didn't know how to speak from the heart. Eventually, one day, my friend said to me, "How are you feeling today?" I wanted to say, "I'm tired. I wasn't sleeping well last night," but I couldn't. I said, "I'm fine." It was not true. I didn't feel fine, but I didn't know how to express my actual feelings, and I realized something crucial in that moment. To speak English, it is not enough to know the grammar or the rules. It's also about emotions, real emotions. The human brain remembers better when it feels something. When you express what you feel, it stays in your heart. You don't forget them. If you are sad, say it. I feel sad today. If you are excited, say it. I'm looking forward to the weekend. These are not large, hard sentences. They are simple, but they are true. And when you tell the truth, you talk in your natural voice. I began doing this daily. I looked at myself in the mirror and wondered, how am I feeling? I answered in English. Some days I said, I feel fine. Some days I'd say, I'm feeling tired. I'm afraid, I said some days, and gradually the words from my heart came. I learned to say, I'm nervous for my test.